Here's the field of trotters for race 1. Exacted trifecta daily double wagering. 1 is Ask Me About It, owned by Parker and Berger, Dean Collins. 2 is Hoot Pocket Change, owned by Alan Kent Swain Jr. Greg Grismore's up. 3 is Scorin' Shayna, owned by Layton and Burkholder and Smith, Jeff Smith. 4 is American Power, owned by Bob Key with Francisco Del Cid. 5 is Cyclonic, owned by Marvin Purdy. He drives. 6 is Action Mac, under lease to Jeff Aman with Bob Harper. 7 is David Yoder's Major Disturbance and Brett Miller, and the 8 is Eau Clarence, owned by William Lane with Kyle Lader. Post time in 6 minutes. Trotters are lined up for the first race, and there they go. And they're off. It was a very scattered beginning. The 1, Ask Me About It, went off stride. The 2, 7, and 8 were both well off the gate. Action Mac sprints right out to take command, and Action Mac clears off the lead by 2. Cyclonic will follow him second. Scorin' Shayna comes away in the 3rd spot. 2.5 farther back to American Power. Hoot Pocket Change is just in behind that one. Then it's Major Disturbance, Eau Clarence, and the distant trailer after the miscue is Ask Me About It, as they move to the top of the stretch with Action Mac on the point, 29-1. Passing the stands, Action Mac is leading the way by 2. Cyclonic continues to track him in second. 2.5 back to the mare, Scorin' Shayna in 3rd position. American Power comes to the outside in 4th, and Hoot Pocket Change will move with that cover 5th. Now only 4.5 lengths off the lead. 3.5 back to Major Disturbance, who's well off the tempo at this stage, followed by Eau Clarence. And the distant trailer is still Ask Me About It as they round the clubhouse turn, being led by Action Mac. Action Mac, here's American Power coming with a bid on the outside second, the half in 101 flat. Cyclonic along the pylons gets the trip in 3rd. Hoot Pocket Change second over, comes into contention 4th. Scorin' Shayna remains 3rd back at the rail, now racing in 5th, and 2.5 clear of Major Disturbance, who's yet to pick it up. 2 farther back to Eau Clarence, and much farther back to Ask Me About It. 5/16 of a mile left to trot as they head for the far turn. Action Mac is off stride, and from the outside, American Power takes over the lead. Hoot Pocket Change is racing in second now. Cyclonic is gapped in 3rd. Scorin' Shayna is 4th. Major Disturbance and Eau Clarence 3/4 in 1:31-1. Moving to the top of the stretch, and American Power was on a short lead, but here's Hoot Pocket Change to take it away as they turn down the stretch. Hoot Pocket Change on the outside takes over the lead of a neck. American Power is back to second. Scorin' Shayna is closing in. Cyclonic has no fire. It's American Power along the inside. Hoot Pocket Change on the outside. Hoot Pocket Change in front. Scorin' Shayna gets up for second. American Power was 3rd in 2:02-1. 2-3 exacta returns $68.60. The try 2-3-4, $384.60. And back in the winner's circle is Hoot Pocket Change, scoring his first victory of the season, 2:02-1. That's good for a lifetime best for the 4-year-old son of In the Pocket from Wise Exchange by Joie de Vie, owned by Alan Swain Jr. of Port Charlotte, Florida. The winning trainer is Doug Lowe. The winning driver is Greg Grismore. Here they are for the second race. 1 is Fly Fly Cam, owned by Calvin Lamb. Brett Miller drives. The 2 horses out. The 3 is Box Out, owned by Rebecca Green with Jimmy Wisman. The 4 is Sirius, owned by Dwight Clark. Jeff Nysonger up. Up ahead is the 5 Komodo Dragon, owned by McCurdy and Parker Dellis Miller. 6 is Luscious Lucy, owned by George Least with Greg Grismore. 7 is Designer Sabra, owned by Rockin' Horse Stable, Bob Harper. And the 8 is Town Radiance, owned by Darrow and Skolnick, Jeff Fout. Post time in 7 minutes. Second race, Pacers are lined up and ready for a start. There they go. And they're off away to a pretty even beginning. Fly Fly Cam is showing speed. There goes Town Radiance from the outside, leaving as well. Box Out is prominent from between horses, and Sirius settles away in 4th position. Next in line, it's Komodo Dragon, followed by Luscious Lucy, and Designer Sabra is the early trailer as they move to the top of the stretch, and Jeff Fowl clears the top with Town Radiance. It's Town Radiance leading from Fly Fly Cam. Box Out is third. Sirius is fourth. Komodo Dragon is fifth. Luscious Lucy is sixth. Designer Sabra is seventh. The quarter up in 29 seconds flat. Coming past the stands for the first time, and this is 5-2 second choice. Town Radiance making the early pace, leading by 2. Sirius first over, gaining ground on the outside into second. Fly Cam along the pylons is third, and Komodo Dragon follows cover on the outside fourth. Box Out shuffle back to fifth, but only 3.5 off the lead. Then 2.5 lengths farther back to Luscious Lucy, and Designer Sabra is angled to the outside, trailing the field 6 off the pace, 58-4 as they round the turn into the backstretch, being led by Town Radiance. Town Radiance trying to go all the way. Sirius up to challenge second. Fly Cam, a ground-saving third in the pocket, followed by Komodo Dragon, who is well into the action, 2.5 lengths off the lead and second over fourth. Designer Sabra is a closer fifth now, only 3.5 off the leader. Then it's Box Out, and Luscious Lucy is on the outside trailing as they hit the three-quarters, and Town Radiance gives way to Sirius, but Sirius is joined by Komodo Dragon in 128 flat. Bound for the head of the stretch, and Sirius was on a very short lead as Komodo Dragon goes right on by, and Designer Sabra comes onto the scene on the outside third. Luscious Lucy is fourth, turning down the stretch, and it's Komodo Dragon kicking clear by 3. Designer Sabra comes into second, followed by Sirius, who's a fading third. Luscious Lucy is fourth, but it's Komodo Dragon. Komodo Dragon breaks maiden tonight, a 2.5 length winner. Designer Sabra to go second. Sirius is third in 1:58.3. 2,856.80, and tonight's daily double of 2 and 5 returns 82.40. Komodo Dragon returns to the winner's circle for the first time. She's a 3-year-old daughter of Dragon's Lair from Brunette Bay by Walton Hanover, owned by Robert McCurdy and Dennis Parker. Dennis Parker is the winning trainer, and Dell S. Miller is the winning driver. He pilots Komodo Dragon to this victory in 1:58.3. Here's a field on parade for race 3. Number 1 is the Upsetter, owned by Gilmore, Rogers, and Batchy, Rick Heitman. 2 is Girl Chaser, owned by trainer James Foley. David Myers is up. 3 is Set the Magic Trap, owned by John Sugar with Sandy Beatty. Emily's Pony is the 4. He's owned by Diana Russell with Jack Daly. 5 is Dandy Dan, owned by Steven Sitkoff with Jeff Nysanger. Farther back to the 6th, Gunplayer, owned by Wolf and Warner. Greg Grismore up. Number 7 is K.A.'s Sunrise, owned by Aaron Bergen Yaney, Brett Miller. Troy Warrior is the 8, owned by Lunsford and Lunsford, Ralph Lunsford. 9 is Rover Relum, owned by Owens, Richardson, and Ravello, Jeff Found. And the 10, off the second tier, Magic Point, owned by Cohen and Midland, Chip Noble. Third race field lined up and approaching the start. And they're off. K.A. Sunrise rough gated at the start. There goes Girl Chaser moving out for the lead. Dandy Dan on the outside. Set the Magic Trap settles away in third. Troy Warrior is driving up on the outside in fourth. Emily's Pony comes away in fifth by 2. Then it's the Upsetter to the inside of K.A. Sunrise, who's parked out. Magic Point is next in line, followed by Gunplayer. And the early trailer as they move to head stretch is Rover Relum as they pass the opening quarter, 28-2, and pass the stands for the first time. And David Myers and Girl Chaser are leading the parade in front of the grandstand. It's Girl Chaser on top of the field by 2. Set the Magic Trap is following him second. Troy Warrior found a nice seat in third, followed by Dandy Dan in the fourth spot. K.A. Sunrise, yet to see the rail, is now racing in fifth, but will move with cover as Troy Warrior goes first over just in front of him. They round the clubhouse turn. It's Girl Chaser leading the way. Girl Chaser by a length. Troy Warrior up to engage. Set the Magic Trap is in the pocket, half in 59-3. Second over fourth now, K.A. Sunrise. Dandy Dan is racing in fifth by 2. Gunplayer is being pushed along on the outside sixth and gapping cover. Emily's Pony has yet to fire at the rail. Magic Point starts to rally from mid-pack, still about 6 lengths off the lead, but only gaining ground gradually. Then it's the Upsetter who's second last to the trailer, Rover Relum. They approach the three-quarters, and it's Girl Chaser still leading the way, circling off cover. Here comes K.A. Sunrise into second. Set the Magic Trap is third. Troy Warrior is tiring off fourth, and Dandy Dan went off stride. 128 and 4. Bound for the head of the stretch, and it's K.A. Sunrise with a neck in front of Girl Chaser, who tries to counter along the inside second. Set the Magic Trap, angles off to Pylons third. Magic Point is 4 off the lead in fourth. Coming inside the 16th, it's K.A. Sunrise leading the way. Set the Magic Trap to the inside. K.A. Sunrise is rough again. Set the Magic Trap, gains the lead at the wire. Finishing second, looked like the 10 Magic Point from a rough K.A. Sunrise, and the upsetter from far back to go fourth. Ladies and gentlemen, please note that after further review, the judges have found that number 7 K.A. Sunrise was not guilty of any violation. The order of finish will remain 3-10-7-1. Your winner, Set the Magic Trap, scores his second victory on the season. A 3-year-old son of Cam's Magic Trick from Man Trap by Race Time, owned by John Sugar, trained and driven by Sandy Beatty, 159 and 4. In the winner's circle, helping make the trophy presentation, representatives with Dilly Family Farms joining us tonight at the races. Good luck. $310 exacta returns $183 even. The superfecta 3-10-7-1, 7,861.6. Fourth race trotters. Number 1 is Man with Class, owned by Ehrenberg and Fat Boy Stable, Bob Harper. 2 is Teresa Ann, owned by Michael Kogar with Del S. Miller. 3 is Spirited Sacker, owned by Marty Lavelle. He's driven by Brad Henners. 4 is Nick of Speed, owned by Harriet Found. Jeff Found, the driver. 5 is John Ryan, owned by Rankin, Melsheimer, York, and Melsheimer, Dave Rankin. 6 is Mambo Rhythm, owned by John Anderson. He drives. 7 is Arnell's Pride, owned by Parker and Berger, Dean Collins. Experience is the 8, owned by Quinn and Drake, Brett Miller. And for post 9, it's Action Photos, owned by Conrad and Schnaut, Chip Noble. 6 minutes. In the backstretch, 9 Action Photos and 8 Experience are well off the gate, and the rest of them are away and trotting. It's Man with Class, but there goes John Ryan from the center of the track, and Teresa Ann is forwardly placed driving through at the pylons. Next in line, we come to Spirited Sacker, followed by Nick of Speed, who's looking for a seat in 5th, followed by Mambo Rhythm in 6th. Arnell's Pride is racing in 7th by 2.5 lengths. Then it's Action Photos, and much farther back to Experience, who trails the field. They trot by the opening quarter, being led by John Ryan and Dave Rankin. They're in command, 29 and 4. Passing the stands for the first time. Up top, it's John Ryan setting the tempo. And here, the mare Teresa Ann is following him second. Man with Class is third. And there goes Spirited Sacra. Charging up first over on the outside, fourth, now into third. Going off stride in 5th position was Nick of Speed. So inheriting that spot, Mambo Rhythm is on the outside, followed by Arnell's Pride. 2.5 back to Action Photos. Nick of Speed in the distant trailer remains Experience. Trotting over to the half-mile pole, and it's John Ryan leading the way. John Ryan in 102 and 2. Off the turn down the backstretch, John Ryan 3/4 of a length. Spirited Sacker pressing from the outside second. Teresa Ann traveling along in the pocket third. Mambo Rhythm is just 2 lengths off the lead, second over in 4th. Man with Class is trapped down at the pylons, racing 5th. Third over 6th is Arnell's Pride, followed by Action Photos. An 8-length separation to Nick of Speed, and much farther back to Experience as they approach the 3/4. John Ryan on the inside. Spirited Sacker continues to apply pressure on the outside. 1:33 and 3. Bound for the head of the stretch. And John Ryan has the lead. It's just a neck. Spirited Sacra right there on the outside second. A length back to Teresa Ann in the pocket third, followed by Man with Class and Mambo Rhythms on the outside as they turn down the stretch. John Ryan trying to take him all the way. Spirited Sacra is still a threat. And here comes Teresa Ann along the inside. It's John Ryan, and John Ryan comes home a 1.5 length winner. Teresa Ann to go second. Spirited Sacred third. 2, 3, and 3. John Ryan is back to the winner's circle for the second time this season. 2, 3, and 3 in the sloppy going. A 5-year-old son of Carry the Message from Overzimp by Overcomer. Owned by the partnership of Rankin Melsheimer, York and Melsheimer. Dave Rankin trains and drives. $5-2 exact at 35.40. The trifecta was 5-2-3, 103.60. Here they are for race 5. One is Remember Sabra by Dave Klotz. Mark Klotz drives. The 2 is Darla's Girl, under lease to Darla Gaskin with Ron Stack. The 3 is Almost Exactly, owned and driven by Arnold Johnston. 4 is Jerry's Image, owned by Robert Palmer. Jack Daly is up. Number 5, Summer in Arizona, is owned by Ronald and Douglas Breckler. Chip Noble. 6 is Never Fold, owned by Roby and Chafe and Jeff Out. 7 is Trick Shot Artist, owned by Wyandotte Golf Course and P.A. Kenny. Brett Miller. 8 is Big Nature, owned and driven by Larry Roberts. The 9 is Three Roses, owned by Bonner, and Dixon. Greg Grismore drives. 7 minutes. There they go. And they're off. Almost Exactly from the inside leaves. There goes Three Roses from the far outside. Never Fold is showing speed along with Summer in Arizona. Remember Sabra comes away in 5th, 4 lengths off the lead. Then 2 lengths farther back to Trick Shot Artist, followed by Darla's Girl. Next in line is Jerry's Image, and Big Nature is the early trailer as they move to the top of the stretch for the first time. And it's Three Roses in charge in 27 and 4. Three Roses leads by 3/4, taking early pressure from Summer in Arizona, who's hung out in second. Almost Exactly along the inside is third, and Summer in Arizona will drop into the pocket there. Never Fold settled away in 4th. Trick Shot Artist with a rush on the outside from 5th now into 4th. Picking up that cover, Darla's Girl. Then we come back to Remember Sabra. Jerry's Image, some 8 lengths off the lead, racing in the outer tier, and 2.5 back to Big Nature as they hit halftime, being led by Three Roses, 59 and 2. Off the turn and down the backstretch, Three Roses on the inside, looks to hand off to Trick Shot Artist. Trick Shot Artist and Brett Miller go right on by, quickly open up by 3. Darla's Girl comes into second. Three Roses is stopping. Summer in Arizona is underway into contention on the outside third. Almost Exactly is off the pylons, rallying 4th. 3 wide 5th is Jerry's Image. Never Fold is in between horses as they come to the 3/4. Leading the way, it's Trick Shot Artist in 129 and 4. Moving to the top of the lane, Trick Shot Artist leads by a length and a half. Darla's Girl takes aim on the outside second. Summer in Arizona along the pylons third. 2 back Almost Exactly comes under urging 4th as they bend off the turn and come down the stretch. Trick Shot Artist trying to last for another 8th mile. Leads the way by a length and a quarter. Summer in Arizona down towards the inside. Almost Exactly is closing in. Darla's Girl on the outside, but they are not going to get to the favorite. Trick Shot Artist, a 2-length winner. Tight for second, Darla's Girl or Summer in Arizona, 2:01. Goal 2:01, the winning time. First victory for this daughter of Cam's Magic Trick from Alba's Reward by Albatross, owned by the Wyandotte Golf Course and P.A. Kenny. Raymond Kenny is the winning trainer. Brett Miller is the winning driver. (7-2) exacta returns 27.40. Try 7.25, 112.20. Here's a field. Number 1 is Taste of Scotch, owned by George Sharp. Jimmy Wisman draws. 2 is Pips Gleamer, owned by Dusty Rosa Farm. Brad Miller is up. Doc Mistake is the 3, owned by Leonard Buckner with Jeff Fout. 4 is Graceful Action, owned by Poppy Lane Farm, Greg Grismore. 5 is Bullish Market, owned by the Three Horsemen Stables with David Stratton. 6 is Bama Bound, owned by Richardson Racing Stable, Dick Richardson Jr. The 7 is Rompaway Quality, owned by John Lamar and Janet Anderson. John Anderson is the driver. 7 minutes. In the backstretch, and there they go. And they're off. 3, Doc Mistake, went on a run well before the start and is well behind. It's Bullish Market stepping out for the lead. Taste of Scotch along the inside will press him early. A gap of 3.5 lengths farther back to Pips Gleamer, who comes away in third. Bama Bound is trotting up on the outside fourth. 2 farther back to Graceful Action fifth. Rompaway Quality is sixth by a long margin. And the distant trailer, therefore, is Doc Mistake as they trot by the opening quarter. And Taste of Scotch is leading there in 28 and 2. Passing the stands, Taste of Scotch up top by a length and a half. Bullish Market opts for the 2-hole trip. 2 farther back to Bama Bound, racing in third. Next in line, Pips Gleamer finds himself about 6 lengths off the lead at the pylons in fourth. Graceful Action is fifth along the inside. Next is a Rompaway Quality, and 4 lengths back to Doc Mistake, who is moving rapidly and has just about caught the field as they round the clubhouse turn with Taste of Scotch setting the tempo. Taste of Scotch is leading the way. Bullish Market, Bama Bound, and Brett Miller guides Pips Gleamer to the outside fourth in 59 and 2. Racing in fifth position is Graceful Action, who now gets cover moving to the outside, followed by Rompaway Quality, and Doc Mistake is last with less than 3/8 of a mile left to trot as they head for the far turn. Taste of Scotch is leading the way. Bama Bound comes after him on the outside second. 2.5 lengths back, Pips Gleamer is third as Bullish Market fades along the pylons fourth. Graceful Action is 6 off the lead in fifth. Rompaway Quality is sixth in 1, 29 and 3. Moving around to the head of the stretch. Taste of Scotch just a neck in front. Bama Bound is closing in on the outside second. 2 farther back to Pips Gleamer, who's well in range third, and 5 more to Graceful Action in fourth, turning down the stretch. Taste of Scotch succumbs to the pressure of Bama Bound on the outside, but here comes Pips Gleamer trotting a storm on the far outside. Pips Gleamer inside Bama Bound. Pips Gleamer in front. Bama Bound and Taste of Scotch, 2 minutes and 2. .26 exact to 44.60. The try, 261, 175 even. 3 of 3 in the pick 3. $83.80. Back in the winner's circle is Pips Gleamer for his second straight victory and his fifth on the season. 2 minutes and 2. A 5-year-old son of Armbro Elliott from KT's Texas Tuned by Texas. Owned by the Dusty Rosa Farm, trained by Charles Ringer. The winning driver with a double tonight is Brad Miller. Here they are for the seventh, 1 Nuclear Style, owned by George Conklin Jr., Greg Grismore. 2 is Falcon X, owned by Jocelyn Radcliffe, Dean Collins. 3 is Hot Rod Hudson, owned by James Shunk, Brad Miller, Will Drive. 4 is It's a Kadoozy, owned by Glenn and Norma Huber, Brad Hanners. 5 is Sassy's Trick, owned by Melby Ober with Bob Harper. The 6 horse is Lot of Dignity, owned by Hobart Banks with Jeff Nysonger. 7 is J.D. Burnett's Moonlight Forever and Kyle Ader. 8 is Noble Alex, owned by Jim Chaliff with Jeff Found, and the 9 is the Jack Bull, owned by Arthur McRae with Jack Daly, 6 minutes. Backstretch for race 7, and there they go. And they're off. Sassy's Trick gets the first call, going off stride while challenging It's a Kadoozy. Moonlight Forever on the outside comes away in second, going off stride the 1 Nuclear Style. So Hot Rod Hudson inherits the third spot, already 5 lengths off the lead. 2.5 lengths further back to Falcon X, followed by Noble Alex. Next is the Jack Bull, then a 5-length gap back to Lot of Dignity, It's a Kadoozy, and off stride just ahead of those two is Nuclear Style inside the pylons. They wheel by the opening quarter in 30-1, passing the stands for the first time on the inside. Sassy's Trick on the outside. Hot Rod Hudson looks to drive on as they come under the wire for the first time. Moonlight Forever is racing in third. Now Moonlight Forever is off stride. 6 lengths farther back to Falcon X, who will soon be racing in third, but about 10 lengths off the lead. Noble Alex looks to pick it up from the fourth spot, followed by the Jack Bull as they round the clubhouse turn. Leading the way, it's Brad Miller and Hot Rod Hudson in 59-4, 29-3 on the second quarter as they round the turn into the backstretch with Hot Rod Hudson commanding this field by 2 lengths. Sassy's Trick re-rallies to close up the gap in second. Falcon X is closing in stoutly on the outside. Now in a second position and challenging for the lead. Noble Alex is only 3 lengths off the pace, racing in fourth. 2 farther back to the Jack Bull in fifth. And then 8 lengths in behind that flight. 2, It's a Kadoozy, followed farther back by Moonlight Forever and Lot of Dignity, 3/4 in 1, 29-3. Moving around to head stretch, and Hot Rod Hudson could not hold off. A challenge from Falcon X, and Falcon X and Dean Collins open up by 3. Hot Rod Hudson is back to second, followed by Sassy's Trickle on the inside, and trying to rally on the outside is Noble Alex inside of 16th. It's Falcon X leading the way by 3. Hot Rod Hudson is fading between horses. Sassy's Trickle on the inside, but Falcon X scores his first career victory in 2 minutes and 1. Tight photo for second between Hot Rod Hudson and Sassy's Trick. Bound for the winner's circle is Falcon X, now 1 for 2 lifetime with his victory in 2 minutes and 1. Falcon X is a 2-year-old son of Falcon's Future out of Catchy Tradition by Tucson Hanover, owned by Jerry Zossel and Kathy Ratcliffe, trained and driven by Dean Collins. Here they are for the 8th race. One is Platinum Boy, owned by Three Horsemen Stables. David Stratton is up. 2 is Cyrano de Bergerac, owned by Linda Rankin. Dave Rankin drives. Back ahead to the 3, Gal's Lucky Elliott, owned by Gene McKee with Delos Miller. 4 is Anything's Possible, owned and driven by Jim Glum. 5 is Little Joe, owned by Parker and Berger, Dean Collins. The 6 is Go Lad Go, owned by the Casper Stable, Jeff Fout. 7 is Southbrook Boston, owned by Arnie Aliff with Jack Franklin. And the 8, Dr. Bauer, owned by Gary Reynolds with Dan Reynolds, up 6 minutes. There they go. And they're off and trotting, going off stride. The 1, Platinum Boy. Platinum Boy is on a break. And Dr. Bauer is charging up from the far outside to take the lead. Anything's Possible will settle away in the pocket second. Gap of 2 back, Gal's Lucky Elliott third. Go Lad Go takes a tuck, racing in fourth. Next in line, Cyrano de Bergerac is fifth. We come 2 lengths farther back to Little Joe in sixth. Southbrook Boston is racing in seventh, and 2.5 back to Platinum Boy, who's back trotting about 15 lengths off the tempo setter as they hit the quarter in 30-1. Trotting past the stands for the first time, and it's the Northfield Invader, Dr. Bauer and Dan Reynolds on top of the field by 2. Anything's Possible, but here comes Southbrook Boston charging up on the outside, quickly up to challenge for the lead. Go Lad Go moving up in the cover tier 4th, followed along the inside in 5th position by Gal's Lucky Elliott. In between horses, Cyrano de Bergerac. Little Joe was caught 3 wide there momentarily. momentarily. Now settles back in. Platinum Boy is last in 1 minute and 4/5. Off the turn and down the backstretch, and Dr. Bauer is hanging up Southbrook Bosto. They are trotting in unison down the backstretch. 3 lengths clear of Anything's Possible, who watches over the top pair from third. Go Lad Go on the outside is well placed in fourth, about 4 lengths off the lead. Then we come down to Gal's Lucky Iliad. Cyrano de Bergerac is third last. Platinum Boy is next in the trailer, is Little Joe. The field tightens down. Dr. Bauer puts away Southbrook Bosto, 1:30 and 2. Moving to the top of the stretch, Dr. Bauer draws out to lead by a length and a half. Anything's Possible reclaims second. Southbrook Bosto drops back from between horses. Rallying on the outside is Cyrano de Bergerac as they turn down the stretch. Dr. Bauer, Dan Reynolds trying to keep them together. Here comes Cyrano de Bergerac on the outside. Gal's Lucky Iliad, Anything's Possible. Cyrano de Bergerac, Anything's Possible. Those 3 hit the wire together with Dr. Bauer in 2:01 and 3. Back to the winner's circle. Getting up in that 3-way photo finish, the 4 Anything's Possible, a 6-year-old bay stallion by Sierra Cosmos from Crunches by Practice, owned, trained, and driven by Jim Glum of Trenton, Florida. 2:01 and 3. $11 minutes to race 9. Exactus tries and pick 3s in the 9th race. Going to go with the 7. And here's Sociable Sam. Sociable Sam been having some horrible luck in the post draw. 3 straight times drawing the outside 9 hole. Last time around was well back in a fast mile. Little form reversal there by Samarama, winning in 54 and change. Sociable Sam doesn't have a Samarama to contend with in here and has a strong shot to pick up the win. Second, we'll go with the 6. Win with Style. This one having some tough times of it. Trying to come in from the back of the pack, trying to close in. I'm looking for him to be a little bit closer in with this bunch. And third, we'll go with the 3, TNT Hanover, 7:63, post time in 11 minutes. Here they are from race 9. Number 1 is Pay Overtime, owned by Walter Miller. Bob Harper drives. 2 is Bread Box, owned by Clarence and Rhonda Gillum with Jack Daly. 3 is TNT Hanover, owned by Beverly Bushelman with Jimmy Wisman. Moonlight Mac is the 4 David Franklin owns. Brad Henners is up. The 5 is Big Stormy, owned by Leo Banks and Jeff Nysanger. 6, Win with Style, owned by Mel Ravello, Greg Grismore up. Number 7 is Sociable Sam, owned by Westgate Motors with Chip Noble. 8 is San Besta Sam, owned by James Sparks with Sandy Beatty. The 9 is the Frenchman, owned by Frenchie Fuller, Brad Miller drives. And the 10 is Michael Q, owned by Jones and Hunwick Farms with Jeff Fouda. Post times in 7 minutes. Line up for the 9th race, and there they go. And they're off. Jumping off stride, the 1 Pay Overtime. Pay Overtime is on a break. The Frenchman from the outside, Moonlight Mac, TNT Hanover. Breadbox backs away along the pylons in 4th. Racing in 5th on the outside is Sam Besta Sam, followed next by Michael Q. Then we come back 2 lengths to Big Stormy, followed by Win with Style. Then it's Sociable Sam, who's well off the pace, and 3 clear the trailer. Pay Overtime as they wheel by the opening quarter in 27 and 2. Passing the stands for the first time. Up top, it's Brad Miller and the Frenchman. They are leading the way by 2, with TNT Hanover drafting along in 2nd. Next and 3rd is Moonlight Mac and second. Breadbox and Jack Daly first over on the rim, fourth now in a third, and Michael Q will pick up that cover, now fifth. Two back, Sandbest to Sam is racing in sixth. On the outside, seventh is Win With Style, followed by Big Stormy at the pylons in eighth. Sociable Sam moves out into the outer tier, fourth over ninth, and 2.5 back to pay overtime in 58 and 2. Off the turn and racing down the backstretch. It's the Frenchman leading the way. The Frenchman has Breadbox to his flank in second, and they're now noses apart for the lead. A length and a half back, TNT Hanover is getting the trip in third. Michael Q is racing idle on the outside in fourth, followed in fifth by Moonlight Mac. Win With Style took a bad step there and is now caught out three wide, trying to get back into gear, followed by Sandbest to Sam. Sociable Sam still with a long way to come, at least 8 lengths, 3/4 in 1:27 and 4. Moving to the top of the stretch, and the Frenchman is effectively holding off a challenge from Breadbox on the outside. TNT Hanover is third, Win With Style on the outside fourth, and Sociable Sam is fifth, closing in only 4 off the lead, driving through the final 16th, and it's the Frenchman, and Brett Miller goes to work on him now. Here's TNT Hanover, Win With Style, Sociable Sam on the outside trying to reach, Sociable Sam getting up. Then it was tight for second between Win With Style and the Frenchman, 1:58 and 2. Sociable Sam gets up for the win. First victory of the season, 1:58 and 2. 4-year-old son of Noble Land Sam out of Friendly Society by Ideal Society, owned by Westgate Motors, trained by Scott Mogan, driven to victory by Chip Noble. $7.6 exacta returns $71.40. Try 769, 313 even. One is Man With A Plan by Heidman and K-Mac, Rick Heidman. 2 is Hunter, under lease to Jim Pollock Jr. Kane Kaufman is up. 3, It's About Money, is owned by Arledge and Rhodes, Bob Harper. 4 is Michael Spur, owned by John and Fran Eckstein. John Eckstein drives. 5 is Tommy Lee Smith's RW's Out of Towner and Brad Henners. 6, Governor Honey, is owned by William Carruthers with Greg Grismore. 7 is Parkersburg, owned by Frank Castle. Brett Miller is up. 8 is New Bucks, owned by Greg Luther with Kyle Ader. That's your field, 6 minutes. Claiming Pacers are lined up and approaching the start. And they're off. RW's Out of Towner is showing speed. It's About Money just to his inside. Man With A Plan comes away in third, length and a half back. Hunter is fourth. Governor Honey parked out fifth. Michael Spur is sixth by a length. And then we have New Bucks showing no speed tonight. New Bucks is at least 9 lengths off the lead, and Parkersburg is just in back of that one, trailing as they move to the top of the lane. And RW's Out of Towner is calling the shots early, quarter up in 27 and 4. Passing the stands, it's RW's Out of Towner leading the way by 2 lengths. It's About Money is getting the 2-hole trip in second. Man With A Plan with good position in the top grouping third, followed by Hunter, who comes to the outside in fourth. Governor Honey will move well with that cover on the outside fifth. New Bucks is underway third over in sixth. Michael Spur is back to seventh, and Parkersburg is eighth and last, but fourth over trailing as they round the clubhouse turn. And it's RW's Out of Towner on the lead, 58 and 4. Off the turn and down the backstretch, RW's Out of Towner is taking stiff pressure from Hunter on the outside. Hunter 3/4 of a length in front, and Hunter and Kane Kaufman clear off from RW's Out of Towner. Governor Honey is left uncovered on the outside third. New Bucks continues to roll up 3 off the lead now in fourth. It's About Money, nowhere to go in fifth. Parkersburg is racing in 6 by 2. Then it's Man With A Plan and Michael Spur 3/4 in 1:27 and 2. Bound for the head of the stretch, and Hunter leads the way. But New Bucks takes aim on the outside second. 2 lengths farther back to Governor Honey, who is dropping back along the pylons in third, followed by Parkersburg, and It's About Money as they turn down the stretch. Hunter on the inside has New Bucks to contend with on the outside, but Hunter is game, and Hunter turns back the challenge of New Bucks. And Hunter and Kane Kaufman go on to score by 2.5 lengths. New Bucks to go second. It was tight for third between a fading Governor Honey and a late closing Parkersburg in 1:57. Hunter is back to the winner's circle. Third victory on the season, 157. A 6-year-old brown gelded son of American Freedom from Muppet Made by Annihilator, under lease to trainer Jim Pollock Jr. and driven to victory by Kane Kaufman. Here's a field for race 11. 1 is Yankee Dragon, owned by Philip New with Jack Daly. 2 is Tapia, owned by William Klein the third. David Anderson drives. Number 3 is Circle 4, owned by Michael Millett with Jeff Nysanger up. Number 4 is Optimism is Board, owned by A-Man and Moore, Bob Harper. The 5 is Sharp Tie, owned by Andrew Price. Mike Price is up. 6 Shelby Swinger, owned by Robert Davis with Kane Kaufman. 7 is Ring for Service, owned by David Lowe with Jimmy Wisman. 8 is Simcoe Lane, owned and driven by Bob Arnett. 9 is KB's Burt. Jeff Brewer is the owner. Brett Miller is up. And the 10 is Pocket Express, owned by Larissa Powell with Chip Noble. 7 minutes. The 11th race field is in the backstretch, and there they go. And they're off. The 7, Ring for Service, lagged off the gate at the start. Optimism is Bored from between horses, charges out to take the lead. Shelby Swinger from alongside looks to settle into the pocket second, followed by Yankee Dragon along the pylons, third by 2. Toppy is parked out fourth. Pocket Express is fifth by 2. And then we come back to Circle 4, who's 3.5 clear of Sharp Tie. Then it's Simcoe Lane, followed by KB's Burt, and Ring for Service has caught the field, trailing in 29 seconds flat. As they come by the stands for the first time, it's Optimism is Bored. Your pace setter here is the race leader by 2.5 lengths. Tapia is hung out in second. Along the inside, Shelby Swinger is getting the trip, followed by Yankee Dragon, who's well placed. The favorite is only 3 lengths off the lead at the inside fourth, and 2.5 lengths further back to Pocket Express in fifth as they round the clubhouse turn. Racing in sixth is Circle 4. That top grouping of 6 is 5 lengths clear of Simcoe Lane, followed by Sharp Tie, KB's Bird, and Ring for Service. The half goes in 59 seconds flat. Off the turn and racing down the backstretch. Optimism is Bored continues to lead the way. Here comes Circle 4 in gear on the outside, moving up into second. Shelby Swinger along the inside is third. Yankee Dragon is still only 3.5 lengths off the lead in fourth. Tapia is tiring off on the outside, followed next by Pocket Express as they hit the 3/4, and Circle 4 takes over the lead, has it by 2. Shelby Swinger takes up the chase in second. Yankee Dragon is third. Optimism is Bored is all done, 129-2. Moving to the top of the stretch, and it's Circle 4 leading the way. He's under urging now as Shelby Swinger closes in on the outside second. Along the pylons, Pocket Express is rallying third, followed by Yankee Dragon, who's still 3.5 lengths off the lead. Here's Pocket Express up the inside. Pocket Express, Circle 4 trying to come back to him. Pocket Express in front. Then it was Circle 4, Yankee Dragon, and Simcoe Lane to complete the Super in 2 minutes and 4. Pocket Express returns to the winner's circle. 3 wins this season, 2 minutes and 4/5 for this one. A 5-year-old son of In the Pocket out of Amanda Express by Brett's Champ, owned by Larissa Powell, trained by Robert Vickroy, and driven to victory by Chip Noble. That's a pair for Chip Noble tonight. 10-3 exacta returns 111 even. Super was uncovered. It was 10-3 1 all, 589 even. 2 of 3 in the pick 3. 2 of 3 correct, 53 even.